Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here, and welcome back to some more ARMA 3. Now, purpose of this video today is basically just to give you a sort of a rundown of some of the new vehicles coming out in ARMA 3 in the next sort of few days. We're going to have a walk around them, and what I plan to do is I plan to do a video on each vehicle, because there's quite a lot to go through really in this short period of time. Now, we'll start from this end. What I've done is just set something up. I've lined up all the vehicles. I've got some helicopters over there and some boats and all sorts of stuff. So let's just get started. Now, this is one we haven't seen before. It just looks like a normal sort of Iveco sort of truck, really. We can take a quick look inside. We can have a look inside a bit as well. Here we are. Actually, we'll probably jump over that side, didn't I? As you can see, it's sort of a basic sort of, I would say, military vehicle. Minimalistic in size. 3-seater in the front. Now if we checked out and run around the back. And jump in the back. Here we are. Now you can see, I don't quite know how many people you can get in here actually. 10, 15 maybe? It's quite a lot, isn't it? By any means. Gotta say guys, the animation of this is absolutely fantastic. As usual, ARMA 3 never let you down. So, let's jump out this one. Now the actual name of this one, it says there, is the... it says, let's have a look. There we are. Zamark Dunk. It was a bit of a strange name. This is identically the same thing with a sheet over the top. There's no real difference between this one really. This one just saves you getting wet. Now, I suppose the obviously advantage between going in this one than this one would be when you're in that one, people probably can't see you from the side sitting in the back. This one, they could probably shoot your head, couldn't they? I mean, they could try and shoot your head in this one, obviously. They could shoot along the side, I suppose, along the canvas. Which I'm assuming is obviously not bulletproof. Let's go in this view, eh? I don't like this hat I've got on. Now, the next one we've got is actually, this looks quite a little funky little thing, this thing. I was quite intrigued. Out of all of them, actually, I thought this one looked quite interesting. It's got the wheels like one of them sort of things you get at the airport, isn't it? Them tugs. Looks very rugged. And it's called Strider MG. I mean, I think there's, of all these vehicles I've put out, there's an MG and machine gun. There's two different versions. But I've just put one out, just so we can have a look at it, have a walk around it, see what it looks like. Like I said, I'm going to do a more detailed video of each one. I'll do a bit of off-roading, you know, firing the gun. A bit more detailed look. Let's quickly jump in the driver's seat, have a look. Nice way he climbed in there, you see that in that little side door there, like that. Now this one looks a bit more funky. Reversing camera there. Animation's pretty good, you can see at least his arms move when you turn the wheel, which is pretty cool. Single seater here. Looks like it's got a few 3 seats in the back there as well, and someone can obviously man the gunner. So, there's that one done. And like I said, this is just a quick run through. Now, I don't really need to jump in this one, guys. You've all seen this one already. This is all, it's been on the sort of the ARMA 3 Wasteland and all the other servers anyway. So, pointless really. MSE3. Pretty serious motor. I wonder if I can jump in this one. Through the hatch again. Actually, what should I actually get in the gunner's seat? Now, this is quite a sort of beast mode vehicle, actually, I must say. Let's get in the gunner's seat and just take a look. Now, it's like the engine starts once you get in the gunner's seat. Get in the driver's. Really? Can't see anything. That's all you can see in the driver's seat, apparently. Yep. That's all you can see in that view. It's a little bit strange. Okay, let's get out and have a look at... That sort of makes sense, really, because you can't see bugger all from this side, can you? Get back in that again. Engine off. Good practice. So not really much to see inside that one, but... Looks like it's got... Obviously heavily armoured. Now, one of the things I didn't tell you about this one, guys, which I'm looking forward to doing the review, once I go into more detail. Yes, they are propellers. Yep, you're right. It's amphibious. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. It's going to be good fun. There's actually a couple more. There's another one as well. I think further down the end. So we'll take a look at that in a second as well. Now, we're all aware of these two here. Two variants there. There's one with a machine gun. There's one I haven't put out as well. My favourite's at the last one, guys, and I'm hiding it. Right, this is a large transporter, basically. We'll take a look in the driver's seat. Was that driver's? Oh, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? So long that it took about 5 minutes to zoom out. I'm in the driver's seat. Let's have a look. What we got? Looks good. Once again, animation doesn't let you down. Like the way... I mean, look at the detail, guys. Look down there at the steering column. You can see the actual steering column shaft moving there. Wow, fantastic, guys. Did they have to do that? No. But I think that just adds to the old... You know, anyway, who's going to be looking in here? I don't know. But either way, I like the fact that they've gone for attention to detail. Very good. Very good. So, out of this one. Now, two different types. Obviously, one's got its curtain side, one's without the curtain side. My favourite, guys, is this one. So far, anyway, fantastic. Obviously, first thing, it's obviously going to be bulletproof. There's no doubt about that. I was thinking, you know, obviously shells impacting are probably going to implode, but I like the fact that it seems to be, you know, angled well. So maybe if the shell hit it, it might actually not penetrate. I mean, I might be like rubbish, guys, but you know, that's what I noted from it. I looked in, that particularly the front turret, the way it's actually shaped. You look from the front there. You would obviously I'm looking quite low down here, but if anything hit that turret, you would have thought that it might actually deflect off. Maybe it won't. It's probably going to impact. I don't know what the calculations that actually are on these. Now, yeah, you've guessed it, guys. On the back there, it is amphibious as well. I will be doing a video on this as well. So we're going to just jump in the driver's seat and take a look inside the cockpit. Now, first view is this one. There is a couple of options on this one, actually. You've got the outside, obviously, view. It's quite a secure vehicle, really. I mean, once you're in it, you know, you're pretty safe. There's not very many spots you're going to be vulnerable from. You could shoot through that front viewing hole there. And you can actually turn out as well. There we go, so you can see me in the front there. Looking over that way. Why would you want to do that? I do not know. I suppose you might want to do it because you can actually drive like this as well. And obviously if I turn in now I'm looking through the viewing hole. So there is obviously advantages of obviously doing that. And it was actually the same on the other vehicle, actually. I should have really tried that as well. Now, the next thing we haven't looked at is... Here we go. We're in the back, guys. So, as you can see, 8-seater. Pretty good, actually. I mean, 8 seats is a good amount. It's a good squad. And the fact that it's obviously amphibious as well, always going to aid and be pretty fun vehicle to use, I should imagine. I've actually tried this one out as well. I've tried all the vehicles out. I've given it a bit of a demo, a bit of a blast around. Like I said, I think the test I need to do to make it a proper test is try it off-road, try it going over rocks, you know. If it's got a gun, try it at range shooting armor vehicles, try shooting a tank, try shooting this, you get the idea. And I think I need to do that to really give a good demonstration of the vehicle. But today's sort of run through, like I said, showcase really. This is what we've got. So we're going to take a little jog over here, and I've done a little bit of lineup. It's quite exciting actually going over here actually, because one of the things I found actually in Arma 3 was the lack of transport helicopters. Now they did have the small helicopters, which is in front of me now, and you could transfer 6 people on that, but it just wasn't enough, guys. We need something bigger. So let's just say there's something bigger here, and there's some beasts here, guys. In fact, I don't know how they're going to put these in the game, because some of them look slightly overpowering. Anyway, here we go. AH-9, standard helicopter there, guys. It's got hellfires on the side. It looks like some sort of machine gun as well. Next to it, once again, this looks quite stealthy. We don't really need to take a look inside, guys. We've all looked inside of this one as well, so it's straightforward. We'll take a look inside here as well. This one is the... is it, we've got the saves on there? We haven't got a name for this one, have we? Oh, there we are. No, it's not. It just says helicopter. I'm sure if I get inside, guys, anyway. Oh, there we are. Sorry, AH-99. Blackfoot. There is actually a couple of different colours, and I failed to tell you this. There's like black and camo. It's the first one. Now, can I start it? I'm probably a bit close to the helicopter next to it. But we do that, as I say. I'll take out the helicopters as well, and we'll do a bit of a fly around. And you get to see all the consoles light up. Yeah. First impressions. Very impressive, guys. Very impressive. There's no... I don't think there's any letdown here. There's nothing that I looked at and thought, oh god, that don't look good. Everything, I was getting so excited. I'm like a little boy in a sweet shop at the moment. I'm thinking, oh, I don't know what to go in first. Now, to be honest, out of all of them, as much as it doesn't look that appealing, you're going to think, oh, you know, this probably looks the boringest one out of them all. But this is probably one we're going to use the most, guys, you know. And I say that because it has a purpose. I know the other ones obviously have a purpose as well, but this is probably really... You know, it's going to be the transport vehicle of ARMA 3. I mean, that's what I think anyway. So far, until they bring something else in, obviously. And there's the CH-49. So let's just, we actually get in. I think we need to we need to get in the back of this thing, don't we? As well, as you can see, massive inside. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 seats, something like that. Plus, what, 16, 17 seats in total, I think. Inventory as well. Obviously, it's got inventory. It's got stuff inside as well, so it can carry stuff. We're going to eject out of here. Now we're going to move around to the front. Let's get in the pilot. I like the way the door opens. Now, welcome to Star Trek Control. Look at this, Jesus Christ. How many buttons are there, guys? I suppose it's probably realistic, but I wouldn't know. Hell of a lot of screens. Pilot and co-pilot. Enough switches here to keep you entertained for a very long period of time. But, you know, it's... The reason... I think it's more important to actually go to the level of detail, to get that immersion, to make you feel a part of the game, to make you actually believe that this is really a helicopter and you're really flying it. So... 10 out of 10. I mean, I don't think I can add any value here to say maybe they should have added this. And I'm sure people, you know, critics along the way are probably going to say things and stuff like that. But so far, I'm impressed. So jump out of this one. They're getting bigger and bigger as we move down the line, guys. Well, I say that. Actually, we've got Mini-Me here next. MH9. Going right there, guys. As I say, you've all seen that one. Just a slightly different configuration. Ah, this is the one that sort of got me, guys. What a beast. I mean, look at that gun. You do not want to be on the end of that, do you? Let's be honest. Now, this is the first, actually, the first helicopter that, as far as I'm aware, I mean, there has been bigger planes, there's side gunners, but I think this is the first gunship that actually has a really good cooperative flight setup. It's the only way I can sort of explain it. I'll sort of explain what I mean, because there's actually quite a few seats. There's quite a few combinations of seats you can do. Right, the gunner, first of all. Now, I love this, guys. If you're with your mate, right, you're in the gunner, he's in the driver's seat. I'm just smiling already, guys. How much fun is this going to be, guys? I just can't wait. It's going to be absolutely great fun. Now, we have a look at the views we've got. Okay, so we'll reload. One more. Can I fire? Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. So change the view, obviously, and I can change this to the reload to sort of different shells as well. How long it takes. Nice. I couldn't really do this with the other one, but it's going to take some teamwork, guys, because as much as that's easy to fire, imagine what it's going to be like when you're flying around, you know, and it's moving in the air. So there's going to be some skill. I mean, to fly this and take something out, you're going to have to work as a team. Obviously, the arsenal we've got is just overkill. I mean, it's got obviously that gun there, which can have normal sort of, it looks like armor piercing to HE. Then you've got some, it looks like Hellfire, and then some standard sort of, maybe heat-seeking rockets, possibly. Let's see if we can get in the pilot seat. It's early stages yet. This has just been released, guys, so it's new to everyone. So it's more of a case of me getting in and flying around and see what happens, really. So here we go. Manual fire mode, same as usual. Looks pretty impressive inside. I like the fact that you can actually move the console as well. Looks nice. Very good inside. Different views. Obviously, you've got your outside view. I've flown all these as well, guys, but when I take them all out, you see what I mean? It's also about, which I think is important as well, is the animation. And the animation they've got with some of the physics, particularly with the end video, looks fantastic on these. Particularly the heat coming out of these exhaust sig. Huge exhausts. Moving on. Exactly the same thing, actually, but I put the other one out because I actually thought, you know, different colour. Oh, actually, one thing I didn't look at. Can we see? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Now, you should be able to can you close the door? You should be able to. Close right door. Here we go. Close left door. There we go. You can close the door, which is the first thing I thought when I was sitting there. You don't really want to be facing on the outside and get shot, do you? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 seats. I'm assuming there's 8 seats in total. So let's open that door again. And we're going to get out. So we go around the other side. Let's have a look when the door's closed. I should have probably tried that, actually. There we go. That looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? Absolute beast, isn't it? Let's be honest. Twin rotors. I'm looking forward to giving this one a bit of a spin as well. Simple chopper here. I mean, now you look at that gun, guys, you think, let me see. Yeah, I'll take that one, please. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to. I can't wait to sort of fly around, shoot some targets, which I'll be doing at some point as well in one of my videos, no doubt. Now, let's take a look at it. We're jumping the cockpit. Once again, 2-seater. What I'd like to see, I don't know if you can actually do it, take control. Now, what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm now going to, what I want to do is release controls. Well, if I get out, this is just a test, right? I hope that I'm right. Get in the cockpit, right? All right, okay, yeah. So I like that, guys. And what have the first observation there, what I've just realised, you can take control of the helicopter no matter what seat you're in. So look, so I'm in the cockpit now. I can take control of the plane. There we go. I'm in control now. Fantastic, guys. Absolutely love that. I think that's something that should have been there a long time ago. Now what you can do is when your mate's flying you and he needs to leave for some reason or he needs to go and grab something, you can take control and he can jump out. So I like that. Just saves you getting in one door and out the other door. So let's get out this one. Like I said, you can see the name there, PD30. I don't need to tell you that, do I? So let's take a look in the back now. Let's go into the, right in the back. Important factor here. We got 6, 7, 8 seats. So it's the same amount of seats in the other, as the main gunship. So, serves its purpose. Looks pretty fantastic. Once again, it's got that enclosed rear tailpiece, which is always good for when you're landing. It stops the rear tailpiece smashing into the ground if you have a bit of a rough landing. It's a bit more forgiving, isn't it? And it does look like it comes equipped with, looks like, I'm not sure of the Hellfire, but it looks like some Hellfire and some sort of small caliber gun there as well. Now, the final one. Ghost Hawk. I don't know if this is based on the Black Hawk or what, but it looks a bit strange actually, them guns coming out the side. Now, first observation, obviously the undercarriage is retractable. You can see that there because obviously they pull in. Sort of quite a clever design actually. The fact that, you know, when it's down, you can actually shoot the wheel. Let's try that a bit more. Let's just try the test now, guys. Yeah, that did de-inflate there, guys. So I like that. You know, from this angle, you can't deflate the wheels. Obviously, you can deflate the rear. I don't know how that's going to affect the actual landing of the helicopter. Aesthetically, it looks pretty fantastic. Looks like it's got 2 gunners either side. Let's take a look in the pilot seat. Look at the driver, I keep pulling him. Now, first observation is, this is obviously the more modern. I mean, it looks like we've got some sort of screen there as well. Fully animated. Fantastic inside, first observation. This does look a lot more posher than the previous versions. We'll have to see how it flies. I've not tried this one yet, I've not flown it. Now we have quite a few options here. Left door gun up. So first of all the gunners. An absolutely extreme fire rate there, guys. I mean, that's fine. Alright, it's a Gatling, isn't it? I mean, no wonder. Wow. You do not want to be on the other end of that one, do you? Let's be honest. So let's see how many... so left door gunner. That door... I'm going to get in the back, so I want to see how many seats there are. It looks like there's possibly 8. There are 8 seats. 8 seats, 2 gunners, pilot and co-pilot. So... yeah, I don't know if I like the look of it or not. I mean, it does look pretty serious. We'll have to see how they fly. And I'm sure they'll all fly differently. Now, that's what's done on the helicopters, guys. And I've done something a little bit strange, just to save me running all over the water. Yep, I've put the... oh, bit of light in there, guys. That would be the new feature as well, guys. You've just witnessed here as well. The thunder and lightning, which did look pretty amazing, that did. Looks like there's... I've got lots of videos to do on this. I really enjoy it. I made a video a little while ago on the new sniper rifles. You know, I really enjoyed it. I think that's where I enjoy making videos like this. Not just on new content, but I like all these features. I like, you know, I like guns and boats and ships and stuff like that. So I'm going to go into more detail and do tests on them and see how they perform. Now we've got basic assault craft. This is actually a rescue boat. Yeah, guys, we have a submarine on land, but it was like I said, let's put it on here. We can have a look around it. This is the submarine, fully functional. Has crew department on the rear. Pilot and pilot and co-pilot at the front. We can get in the driver's seat. Now you have a few options once you're inside. Now obviously you need to do a little bit of work with the... obviously we can hear water noise while I'm inside the submarine. You don't really normally put a submarine on land, but you know. So there you can see, bit of a cramp in my feet there, but we're in. We have the obviously basic controls there and viewing window. We have the external view, and we also have an option also to close the hatch. There we are, hatch is closed. Now, it doesn't mean when the hatch is closed that it's watertight. You still need to wear scuba gear to use this. You can go under with scuba gear for a short period of time. But obviously, it's not advisable to do that for a long period of time. Now, you have a few other options here. You've got maintain periscope depth. So the periscope stays. I'm going to do a video on this because, like I said, it's something, once again, you need to give it a real sort of a good going, really. Oh, I actually started it out by mistake. And finally is, which we've probably seen already. I don't know if we've seen this one, guys. Pretty beast. Once again, I'm on land, so it's a little bit odd. Controls look absolutely brilliant, guys. I've got to say, wow. I love this. It just it makes you feel like, you know, you're really standing in a boat. It just looks fantastic. I love the fact that they've actually spent the time spent the time putting these, gauges and all this stuff in and making it look absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's been any, I can't see any compromise. So let's get in the rear gun up. Rear gunner's here, so another Gatling. You will notice, guys, I thought I'd better point out, I've set up this sort of script just so I can run all this, and I've got infinity ammo, so that's why it's reloading once I finish firing. Woo! Oh my god. Oh dear, you do not want to be on the other end of these guns, do you? Let's be honest. Now, was that the actual rear? I think that was there. We had a gun there. What's this one on the front? Here we go. That's the one in the rear. Oh, well, I'm actually sitting in the rear now, am I? So here we go. So we've actually got passenger seats. I don't know how many you got. 1, 2, 3. I'm not really sure how many you got there. Let's have a look at this. Oh, so here's the commander seat. Oh, there we are. So guys, that was the seat I was missing there. So the commander's seat is the front gunner's seat, basically. Wow, look at this little thing. Love this. You don't even get this. You don't get. You've got less chance to get your head blown off sitting in here, haven't you? You've got to control it by this little computer. You've got a better view. Oh, and the boat's slightly capsized at the moment. Oh, there we are. Be careful, might hit the boat. Let me aim this way. So that looks like quite dangerous as well. I mean, you've got the combination of the pretty serious gun on the back. You've got a couple of passengers, commander's seat, beast gun on the front, and I like the fact that the driver's... At least he's enclosed in something, guys. You know, at least I know it's not going to protect your head, but it's definitely going to protect a bit of your body. So I'm going to do a fly through in this, and like I said, we're taking out in the water and see what you can do and see what the power's like, see what the turning circles are like, and then also we'll try the weapons out as well against other targets like other boats and stuff like that and see how it fares out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that was my quick walkthrough of, you know, the vehicles that, you know, are going to be added. And you can see it's starting to get dark. I really want to experience this thunder and lightning, and I must say the clouds look absolutely brilliant, guys. Fantastic. And the water noise is a little bit strange, but let's move away from the boats. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is my quick run through of the, which we're going to call it the beta release, I suppose, of the new vehicles and helicopters and submarines and boats. And over the sort of next few days, I'm going to be releasing individual videos on particular helicopters and landcraft, and also I will do some on the submarine as well, because I suppose really that's in its own class, isn't it? But that would involve me obviously putting some scuba gear on, so we look forward to that. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe.